Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be going through my week 1 finals predictions as well as my general finals predictions. I have decided to clump both of these together into one video. I did want to get out a separate finals predictions video earlier, but I just never had the time, so I will just incorporate the two into one. And well, let's get started with the first elimination final. So this isn't necessarily in order, but I'll just start off with the Thursday night game, which is tomorrow night. Brisbane taking on Richmond at the Gabba. It's definitely... a lot of people are tipping Richmond to win this one big, although with the finals, the pre-finals bye, I think it could go either way. It is at the Gabba, although Brisbane don't have the best Gabba record. Don't have the best Gabba record in finals. During the home and away season, they're fine, but in finals, it's a bit shaky. Richmond, they're in some hot form. Brisbane, not so much. I think this will be a lot closer than people think. Look, I'll go the safe option, which is probably Richmond, but I would not at all be surprised if Brisbane got up for this one. I'll go Richmond by 13 points. Now for the next final on the Friday night, we have Melbourne taking on Sydney. Look, I think this is a coin toss game, this one. Look, my heart says Sydney, my head probably leaning more towards Melbourne, and I will tip Melbourne, so I'll tip Melbourne to go straight through to the prelim final. Sydney will have to get back into it the hard way in a semi-final against Richmond. Look, it'll be a very tight one. I'll go Melbourne by just the 3 points. There's always at least one or two thrillers in finals. I think this will be one of them. So yeah, I'll go Melbourne by 3 points. Although Sydney did beat them last time at the MCG, I'll still tip Melbourne. Now, moving on to Geelong versus Collingwood. I think Geelong definitely should win this one. Yeah, Collingwood, I think they've overachieved this season so far. Geelong are getting a few star players back, like Jeremy Cameron and Mitch Duncan. They're going to be ready to go, Geelong. They're the best team that this is the best Geelong team we've seen since 2011 when they won their last premiership, and yeah, that was a great team, that was. So I'll go Geelong by 39. Final elimination final. I think Fremantle will get this one done fairly easily. Look, yeah, the Bulldogs are very lucky to make finals, and Fremantle are definitely a better side than them, so I'll go Fremantle by 24 points. Now moving on to the semi-finals. The first one we have is Collingwood taking on Fremantle. And I'll tip Fremantle win this one. I'll tip Collingwood to go out in straight sets. I reckon for the most part, Fremantle have looked like arguably a better team than Collingwood, but just Collingwood, look, they've gotten lucky some games. I mean, you could argue 11 wins in a row, there's a bit more than just luck to play out there, but I think they definitely have gotten a tad bit lucky this season, and they have overachieved a bit, and I'll tip them to go out in straight sets. In the other semi-final now, Sydney taking on Richmond. It'll be at the SCG. Last time there was a very controversial finish at the SCG between these two sides. Obviously with the Chad Warner kicking it over the boundary line after the siren, 50-metre penalty and no 50-metre penalty. Yeah. I think Sydney are the better team than Richmond, but it should be a close game. Yeah, I'll tip Sydney to win that one by 11 points, and I should also say that I think Fremantle win by about 17 points. First preliminary final now. Geelong, my head says that they'll probably win this, but I want to tip the Swans, and Geelong, they aren't the best in prelim finals, we know that. It's going to be at the MCG, most likely, unless they do move it to GMHBA, which they rarely do for finals. I can't quite bring myself to tip Sydney in that one, unfortunately. So I'll go Geelong by 18 points in that one. And in the other preliminary final, Melbourne taking on Fremantle, I'll tip Melbourne by a hefty 42 points. I think that could be a very big, solid win for them in the preliminary final, which means the grand final that I am tipping in 2022 is going to be Geelong v. I feel like this is the grand final that most people are going to be tipping. It's a bit boring. I could have potentially tipped my team to get over the line in the prelim, but I just don't think it'll happen. And the grand final, who will it be? Geelong for the first time in 10 years, or Melbourne going back to back? Geelong, they're the best team in it right now. I think I can't bring myself to tip anyone else but Geelong. I think, they have just a solid list all round, have a brilliant team, and that's going to be my tip for the grand final. Geelong, I'll tip Geelong by 19 points, so reasonably close grand final, but they've been the best team all year, and I think, they deserve a premiership. So anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below who you think will be in the grand final and who you think will win the grand final. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.